Yeah. Keep it real when I walk, keep it real when I talk. I'ma keep it real, give you something you can feel when I talk. We gon' keep it 100. Listen, this is the way, you in the right place, cause I got time today. Big G, keep it 100.
Listen up, you Yenzies. You better buckle up today, boy, because it's a special edition of the Keeping It 100 podcast live on the KnoItAllz channel, man. Y'all, it is craziness going on with the NFL Combine today. It's been going on for the last 2 days with the NFL Combine. We're going to talk a little bit of trade talk. There's a real deal out there for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, got me excited. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I said, man, I got to go live. I got to interact with the chat. I got to interact with our live audience and do what we need to do today with a live edition of Keeping It 100. Listen, y'all, if you have not liked and subscribed and or shared the KnoItAllz podcast channel, make sure you go check it out and share it, man. We are growing like wildfire over here on the KnoItAllz podcast channel, and without you guys, we never could do it anymore. So we appreciate all y'all rocking with us, being with us on this special edition of Keeping It 100 over here on the KnoItAllz podcast channel. Y'all listen. Oh, let me see who's in the live chat right off the bat. I saw a couple of people sneak in here, man. Afton, one of our members. What's up, Afton? Good to see you. Pickens, you big dummy. What's crack-a-lacking, man? I'm quite sure as we go, because this was unannounced. Nobody knew it was scheduled or planned, and we're getting it in today. So, man, I'm pretty sure as we move forward, there's going to be a lot of people in the live chat, man. Kenny Miller, man, what's up with you, man? Good to see you this morning. Super chats are wide open for any of y'all that want to get your rant, your comment, and or your post up on the channel. And listen, I'm always looking for the diabolical Claude Bishop, because he is truly shown that he's a nemesis to the KnoItAllz podcast channel. But we appreciate all you guys live today. And, man, let's freaking go, man. Let's go. So before I start talking Combine, talking about what's happened, and let me be perfectly clear, there has been astronomical records broken for the Combine for the 2026 draft. If you don't like football and you can't get excited of what's going on in the NFL Combine for 2026, something's wrong with you. I'm checking your pulse, man, because there has been stuff going down left and right. What's up, Mean Green? Good to see you, man. There's been stuff going down left and right, and I'm telling you, there's been risers and fallers concerning the NFL Combine. It starts up here in about an hour, and so I'm probably going to go right to the beginning of it, man, because today we got the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, and the running backs on the board today. So it's going to be a big day, but, man, like I said, even before I get to it, Yenzies, there's a trade. There's a trade out there. And I'm telling y'all, it's picking up more and more momentum, more and more steam, more and more everything. Man, Stiller Lee, man, thank you for the super chat. Good to see you. He said, we ain't getting no Buckeyes unless we trade up. Hey, listen, maybe McDonald. That's the only one we might get, McDonald, because the rest of them look like they're going to be in the top 5, man. Thanks for the $4.99, Stiller Lee, man. We appreciate you, man. Mean Green, man, what's cracking? Like I said, man, thanks to see you on a Saturday, man, for sure. All right, y'all, so listen, there's a trade. And it's picking up momentum, and it's picking up steam. And I believe it's a real thing, man. Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver out of Jacksonville Jaguars, to be traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. What's up? Yeah, me and Green. Yeah, for facts, man. To be traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers in the next week or two. It possibly is going to happen before free agency starts. Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver out of Jacksonville. Now, listen, his production fell off last year bad. I don't know if it was an issue because he was having problems with Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if it was just because they decided to feature Travis Hunter. I don't know what it was. But in 2024, Brian Thomas Jr. was a Pro Bowler. In 2024, Brian Thomas Jr. was an all-pro wide receiver. He's only been in the National Football League for 3 years. Only been in 3 years. The Steelers tried to trade for him last year. And for whatever reason, the talks fell off. But when I'm telling you they're alive and well this morning, the talks are alive and well. And y'all listen, I think this would be unbelievable if the Pittsburgh Steelers is able to pull off this trade. Now I'm hearing everything from a second and a fourth to a third and a fifth to a third in the future. That's what I'm hearing across the board. Either a third and a future, a second and a fourth, or a third and a fourth of this year. So listen, I'm with it as long as we don't give up a 2. As long as we don't give up a 2 in this year's draft, I'm with it, man. Brian Thomas Jr., I mean, the kid's got super productivity. He's 6'2.5". He's about 205, 210 pounds. He can run every freaking route in the route tree, and he would be an outstanding piece to sit next to DK Metcalf for the Steelers offense in 2026. And let me be clear, with a guy like Brian Thomas Jr., along with DK, and if we're able to just land another free agent that's going to cost us some bread, regardless of who that free agent wide receiver is, as long as he's quality, there's 3. We draft 1. There's 4. And Roman Wilson and Skoronek's 5 and 6. And the Steelers' all wide receiver room is looking real good. I just want to paint a picture for you guys and just put it out there. Could you imagine the Pittsburgh Steelers having DK Metcalf, Brian Thomas Jr., Romeo Doubs, Amari Cooper, Roman Wilson, and Ben Skowronek as a wide receiver room in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all flat out, that's a top 10 wide receiver room. That is a top 10 wide receiver room. Let me acknowledge some of the people over here in the chat. Stiller Lee, I'll take an LSU or OSU wide receiver in a trade any day and twice on Sunday. That is big freaking facts, man. Dwayne, what's cracking, man? Good to see you in the building, man. It's the Victorious, man. Stiller Lee Combine starts in an hour, starts at 1 o'clock. Absolutely. So we're gonna try to get out of here before then, but we'll be all right because they don't do drills within the first 5 or 10 minutes, man. Casey, man, what's up, man? Good to see you, man, in the building, man. Stiller Lee said, I already got the combine on a Chick-fil-A coming to the house with, yeah, facts, because it's quarterbacks, wide receiver, and running backs day, for sure. Big G. So now are the Steelers getting the number 2 receiver? Yeah, I think, man, I really want to believe it. What's up, Yolanda? Good to see you in the building. Great to see you this morning. I really believe they're about to be extremely aggressive with going after Brian Thomas. What I'm saying, extremely aggressive, extremely. Still Silly Sal, what's up, man? Big G, I'm in the first. If it's the first plus more, I'm thinking twice. Don't mortgage the future. No, we're not going to have to give up a first round to get Brian Thomas Jr. We're not going to have to do that. Like I said, the rumors that I'm hearing is that it's going to be a second and a fourth of the 2026 draft, a third, cancel that, a third and a future. So a third round pick this year and a future pick in 2027, probably a third or a fourth, or a third and a fourth in this year's NFL draft. So any of those things right there puts us in position. Like I said, I don't want to give up the second rounder. I don't want to do it. I'm okay with a third and a fourth. I'm okay with a third and a future. I'm okay with that. Just don't give up the second. Don't give up. And I know we have 3 thirds, and we possibly could pair 2 of them together to jump back in the second round. I understand that. But if we can get Brian Thomas out of Jacksonville to pair with DK, oh my God, man. Listen, our wide receiver room is on the absolute up. And we knew that was a high priority for the Pittsburgh Steelers going into this 2026 season. We knew that we had to do something big concerning the wide receiver room. And I know Omar Khan is out there moving and shaking, and it's a possibility of a huge trade going down for the Pittsburgh Steelers even before we get to free agency. Even before we get there. And like I said, it'd be different if this was just on a rumor mill. This is out there everywhere on Steelers channels, and not just Steelers channels, National Football League channels. Brian Thomas coming to the Pittsburgh Steelers at a wide receiver? I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? And then, Yensies, let's be clear. What that does is it frees us up with 21, and we can do a lot of stuff with 21, which leads me to where I'm going with the combine breakdown, right? The combine breakdown of what's been going on, and we've only gotten defensive tackles, edges, linebackers, cornerbacks, and tight ends. Those are the 5 positions that have already went, man. Already went. Still Elise said, do you still take a wide receiver in the first? No. If we get Brian Thomas Jr., if we get him and we give him a third and a fourth, no, we absolutely can look outside of it. And that at that point, if we're able to do that, Vega is your target. Vega is your target, man. Vega, right? Now, I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. Imagine DK, Brian Thomas Jr., and we draft Omar Cooper. That's what I'm saying, still elite. That's unbelievable, man. So, Big G, can King Khan making things happen for our Pittsburgh Steelers? Yeah, he's moving and shaking this morning, Mean Green. He's out there and he's not messing around. He's out there doing the damn thing for sure, man. Steel City Sal said, Big G, I'm still rolling with Alec Pierce. Vertical threat, size cheap, a cheap deal. No, he's not cheap. No draft picks, just pay the man. That's the move. Steelers need speed outside. Now, listen, we could not, if we trade for Brian Thomas Jr., it's not beyond Omar Khan to still be aggressive to go after Alec Pierce. It's not beyond him to do that, right? I still say if we trade for Brian Thomas, we're still going to aggressively get a free agent wide receiver. So that wide receiver could be Romeo Doubs. It could be Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce going to cost about $20 million a season. And now that's a little bit too much because you got to pay Thomas, you got to pay DK, and you'd have to pay Alec Pierce. That's a lot of money in your wide receiver room. A lot of money. But I think that we could get Romeo Doubs at, less than $10 million a year, somewhere around 10 or maybe 10 or 11 million a year. Give him a 3-year deal. You got Brian Thomas still has 2 years left remaining on his rookie. And if we wanted to franchise him, we could. So you got DK, Brian Thomas, a guy like Romeo Doubs, and then you draft a Cooper in the second round. Oh, man, we're cooking with gas. We're cooking with gas. Cooking with straight gas. Right? He said, I'm scared the Ravens are going to get Vega. We're going to talk about that here in a minute, bro. We're definitely going to talk about that. Definitely talk about that. So the issue is that at the NFL Combine, you have seen, astronomical stuff happen, man. There's been records. And I guess in order to be fair, I have to talk about who the Steelers are looking at from a positional standpoint right off the bat. I've got notifications since this Combine's kicked off of all who the Steelers have interviewed, who they've talked to. They brought in a lot of big uglies. But believe it or not, they brought in a whole gang of defensive tackles. The Pittsburgh Steelers have. And I'll talk about some of those guys in a minute. They brought in 1 or 2 edges. They brought in a gang of freaking linebackers. They brought in a gang of cornerbacks. They brought in a gang of safeties, right? And some of the guys I'm talking about, after what they did at the Combine, based on what the tape that they have, oh, yeah, it's going to get done, man. It's going to get done. Mean Green said, thanks for giving us a live today, Big G, with great information, man. I appreciate it, Mean Green, for sure. So the big defensive tackles, all right, the big defensive tackles, the guys that the Steelers are loving. Now, a couple of these guys, to me, they don't fit our style of defense. Zane Durant, defensive tackle out of Penn State, he's 290 pounds. He's not a true nose, but he ran a freaking 4.75 at the 40 in a 40-yard dash, man. He ran at 290 pounds, he ran a 4.75. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. The guy that the Steelers brought in, and I think they're really targeting at defensive tackle, actually 2, is DeMont Capehart, defensive tackle, Clemson University. DeMont Capehart, ladies and gentlemen, weighs 322 or 323 pounds. DeMont Capehart ran a 4.85 40-yard dash and was unbelievable on the bench press and on the field drills. I'm telling you right now, every year we do it over here on the KnoItAllz podcast channel. We talk about players that the Steelers are targeting, and we've been right damn near every year. They brought him in for an interview. They watched what he did on the field performance. Don't be shocked if this is a target for the Steelers in the second or third round with DeMont Capehart, defensive tackle out of Clemson. Another kid they brought in, McDonald, defensive tackle, Ohio State University. He did not run the 40-yard dash, but it's on-the-field drills for a guy at 330-plus pounds. He was fluid. When I'm telling you he moved in and out of those bags, he was able to bend, he had depth, he was able to get after it. Man, come on, man. I mean, if we're going to go defensive tackle, those are just a couple of sneakies. They also looked at Caleb Banks, defensive tackle, the University of Florida. Caleb ran a 5.04 40-yard dash. He did an outstanding job in the drills, and he's a lot bigger. I just don't necessarily like his bend, but he's a lot bigger than what we saw out there. There was some other guys that they looked at and they brought in. Of course, Lee Hunter, man, who's huge, who's a fire hydrant stop piece at the nose tackle. Yeah, outstanding with him too. So they're looking strong and hard at defensive tackle, and that could be a move at a 0 technique or 3 technique in the first round. Y'all excuse me for 1 second. I got a cough. All right. Edges, I'm cool. I mean, we're not going to be able to get Arvell Reese, and we're not going to be able to get Bailey out of Texas Tech. I'm cool. But this is when you start talking about combine freaks. And I want you to know, Yenzies, I've been screaming Sonny Styles for months. I have been screaming Sonny Styles for months. Green dot, middle linebacker, unbelievable. Y'all, he broke every combine record that's out there for a linebacker. He broke, let me be clear. Every combine record that's out there for a linebacker, he broke it. He broke it. He ran a 4.46 40-yard dash in 100 at 245 pounds. He measured 6'5", and a little bit taller than 6'5". He had a 43.5-inch vertical jump. He had a standing broad jump of 11.2. And then when you go put on the tape, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. So when the Yeezys is talking about, oh, we got to trade up, we got to go get a dude, why would we not go get Sonny Styles? That's a green dot middle linebacker, and I've been pounding the table for him. And listen, I really didn't want him to work out at the combine, Yenzies. I really didn't want him to work out because I knew what it was. And I'm like, no, now he didn't move in the top 10. So now we didn't move. Like, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, if for some god awful reason he falls down to 9 or 10, do it. Go get him. Go get him at middle linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why are we even playing around? But he's not going to do it. He's not going to. Hey, man, what's up, Casey? Yeah, well, we need a freak in the defensive line. The diabolical one, Claude Bishop in the building, man. Great to see you today, man. Appreciate it. Man, Stu Bus Driver, man, he said, without pads, his brother. Oh, I'm going to get to him in a minute. Pick as you big dummy. We need some nasty on the defensive line. Sonny Styles all day long, Big G. Yeah. I mean, a freak. I've been screaming. What's up, Dwayne? Can we get a dominant nose tackle on the 4th or 5th? Yeah, we can. We'll be able to get Jackson, maybe from Florida State. But I definitely think that the target is the kid from Clemson. I definitely think he's the target at defensive tackle and maybe in the 3rd round, man. Right? So now, I told you about Sonny Styles. I'm going to tell you who else had an outstanding combine. Rodriguez, the middle linebacker out of Texas Tech University. Y'all, that's a target. That's a 2nd-round target for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why would you not? His measurables was outstanding. He ran a fast 40. He did a fast standing broad. He did a good standing broad jump. And his on-the-field drills was unbelievable. And for all you guys that want to get off of Patrick Queen, could you imagine putting Rodriguez next to Patrick Queen? Now listen, we have been horrible as the Pittsburgh Steelers for years in the middle. Our two middle linebackers and nose tackle positions have been horrid. Now you put Rodriguez next to Patrick Queen? Oh, my God. And we get a D tackle? A legit 0 technique, 3 technique? Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be jumping. It's going to be jumping. Outstanding. Anthony Hill Jr., another middle linebacker. And these are guys that we've been telling you about for weeks. He's a target. He's a target, a middle linebacker. Yeah, that's what Rodriguez ran. He ran a 4.56. He's not slow, and he's downhill. He ran a 4.56. He's downhill. So you could get a guy like Rodriguez or Anthony Hill Jr., and oh God, if some kind of way we could get Sonny Styles at the middle linebacker. Freaks of nature, man. I am telling you, Sonny Styles is unbelievable. Steel City Sal said, Rodriguez flashed at the combine. Fast, instinctive, physical, round 3 values. Steeler type, Mike. Yeah, but he's not Steel City Sal. He ain't going in the 3rd round. You can forget it. Based on what he did with his actual tape from Texas Tech University, his actual Senior Bowl performance, and now what he did at the combine, oh no. He's not getting out of the 2nd round. Matter of fact, he's in the top 10 to 15 picks of the 2nd round. He's somewhere between 33 and 48. He's not getting up past that. He's not. So if we go get him, we might have to trade up to get him. We might have to trade up 4 or 5 picks to get him. But him and Anthony Hill are going to go right at the top of the 2nd round. Both of those guys are there, right? So no, there ain't no. That's right, P. Williams. He's in the 2nd, bro. He's in the 2nd. Yeah, facts. Appreciate it, Bob. Appreciate it, Vic. I really do. So yeah, he's not gonna be sitting there. No, not in the 3rd. No, absolutely not. Right now, we need, and let me be clear about this too. I don't think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to aggressively go after an inside linebacker in free agency. I don't think they are. I think that identified targets are going to be wide receiver, guard, tackle, corner, safety. Those are the 5 spots. So draft is going to be a priority for middle linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And y'all, right off the back, I'm telling you, there's 3 of them. Now, I like York, the inside middle linebacker for Texas A&M University. He's just a little bit too small for me, for my blood, right? Now, he's a guy that we can actually get in the 4th round because his drills on the field look great too. But our priority concerning the middle linebacker, our priority, we need to get a middle linebacker in the 1st or the 2nd. There's a green dot middle linebacker. There's no doubt about it. And I understand that we need, but if we're able to get Thomas from wide receiver and A, B, C, and D, I'm good, man. Let me get some more of these comments, man. Steel City South said, Big G said he's right. He's a 2nd rounder. Combine back to tape. Yeah, that's facts, man. Let's go. Steeler Lee said, we're getting young through the draft. No more old stopgap players. I really do believe that's a change and what you're going to see with the Pittsburgh Steelers moving forward concerning getting old guys to be brought into the room. I don't see that happening anymore. I think this is the last phases where you're going to see like a guy like a Jalen Ramsey or a guy like Cameron Hayward or a guy like TJ Watt. I don't. Isaac Seumalo, I think, is gone. I don't think we're gonna get. I mean, we might re-sign Pierre Lapue, who's 30 years old, and I understand why if we're not able to fulfill the quarterback needs. But yeah, for the most part, this is a youth movement in Pittsburgh, man. Yeah, that's facts. We're going to be one of the youngest teams after these picks. Fact, and if we make a trade, absolutely. P. Wim said, MLB, that is an enforcer like Kendrick Bell, Ferrier, or Shazier. Yeah, listen, that's why I was going off about Sonny Styles, man. I was going off about him because when I was like, man, don't work out. Don't work out, man. Pick as you big dummy. I think we're going to hit this draft out of the park this year. We should. We got 12 freaking picks. We should. With all the talent I'm seeing out there. Oh, and let me be perfectly clear too, y'all. So this is why I know this is going to happen. There's only really one quarterback that's a 1st rounder. Now, somebody's going to be unbelievable and diabolical, and they're going to reach for a Ty Simpson in the first round. It better not be us, Yenzi Steelers. It better not be, or I'm going to have an issue. But there's only one quarterback, right? So because there's only one quarterback, the likelihood that you have a run at a position increases tenfold, right? So as what we've seen so far, the wide receivers, the running backs, and the quarterbacks is going to work out here in a few minutes. But because there was freaks in nature at certain spots, you're going to see a run. You're going to see probably a run at edge. I wouldn't be shocked if you saw a run at middle linebacker, which is diabolical. To have 2 or 3 middle linebackers taken in the first, that would be unbelievable. I know that we're going to see a run at safety. Oh, my freaking God. I'm going to get to them in a minute. We're going to see a run at safety like you ain't never seen before. Because if you go back and look at what Seattle did on the field, their safeties outside of their defensive tackles, their safeties was causing hell. Their safeties was calling hell. Now, we might see a corner run, but it might be late. But untraditional positions, safety, oh yeah. Middle linebacker, oh yeah. Defensive tackle, oh yeah. It's going to be a run because there's only one legitimate first-round draft pick quarterback, man. Let me get to these comments again, man. Steel City South said, yeah, I'm going to get to him, man. Dylan Thielen, Oregon, oh my freaking God. Unbelievable. I mean, listen, you say day 2, Steel City South, let me tell you something. I'm about to put you up on game. You better start being cheap when it comes to certain positions in the National Football League. Because, bro, that dude ain't going to be sitting there in round 2. He ain't going to be sitting there. I'm going to tell you right now, you can see him, Caleb Downs, the safety out of Toledo, all going to first. And wait till I start talking about Lorenzo Styles Jr., who played nickel corner in and Ohio State, and now is ready to go, right? Here we go, man. Middle linebacker is an enforcer. Yep, facts. I think we're going to hit this draft facts, man. Sonny Styles is a pipe dream. Ain't no way we can get him. Man, I'm never going to say never. You never know, bro. You never know. And y'all know that I got this little instrument that tells what we have to actually do to move up and down in every round. I'm not going to share. Maybe I'll share it on Sunday, how I use and get the cheat code. But there's tools and instruments out there that actually aligns up with the National Football League concerning where you got to trade to go up and down, man. Dwayne says, facts, Big G. Middle linebacker, to me, take time, Ryan Shazier, it for 3 years to figure it out, and he had the talent. Yeah, facts, he did. Yeah. Yes, yeah, Big G. Listen. That Oregon safety is unbelievable. Now, let me move, because I talked about defensive tackles, I talked about edges. And let me tell y'all, Arvell Reese is a combine freak. He ran a 4.46 too. He ran a 4.46 at 244 pounds, 6'4". So Sonny Styles at 6'5", 245 pounds, ran a 4.46. Arvell Reese at 6'4", 244 pounds, ran a 4.46 too. They both ran 4.46s. Bailey, the defensive end out of Texas Tech, ran a 4.51 at 250-something pounds. Edges. Dog, the Jets traded away Johnson, the edge. They traded him away. They got Sweat from Tennessee, and they sent Johnson to the edge. They sent Sweat to the Jets. Johnson came to the Tennessee Titans. That's 2 of your top 4 picks. They just told you what they're doing. In order for the Jets to run the defensive scheme that they had, they got to have a mountain in the middle that's going to play 0 technique and 3 technique. That's what Sweat is from Texas. Ain't that leading to tell you, oh, we're going to put either a safety or a middle linebacker right behind him? Sonny Styles. Let's be clear. The Tennessee Titans traded for an edge. So now they got the edge. Now they already had a dog defensive tackle. So now what do? Oh, we protect our $100 million quarterback. Unless There's another freak of nature that we can put like Arvell Reese on the opposite side of him. And then you got Johnson and Arvell Reese, and you go get the quarterback with a defensive tackle. Hey, they could do that. But I think that they invest and go get the Mega, the offensive lineman from Miami, right? So teams are tipping their hat early about what they plan on doing concerning this, man. If you go get Styles, you can kiss Vega goodbye. I'm not mad at either one of them still in the league. I'm not mad at either one of them. I'm not mad at either one of them. I'll take them both. It don't matter to me. McDonald at 330 pounds, wow, Big G. If we get him, he'd be a good nose tackle. Yeah, he's like 327 or 328 pounds. And he's going to play at about 335 in the National Football League. For real. Trust me on this one. Right? Pickens, you big dummy. Remember we traded up for Devin Bush? If Styles is there, a guy, then you do it again. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the diabolical Kevin Colbert traded up for Devin Bush, you would get mad at Omar Khan if he traded up for Sonny Styles? Devin Bush can't hold Sonny Styles' jockstrap. He's not even freaking close. Devin Bush and Sonny Styles are two completely different league players. Sonny Styles is an elite NFL football player. And he ain't played a down in the NFL yet. But he's elite. No, that's not even the same. Not even the same, man. Facts. Shazier ran a 4.36 at his pro day. Now imagine that kind of speed at linebacker. Styles isn't that fast. But at 6'5", with his range, different build, same size, sideline to sideline. Steel City Sal, he ran a 4.46 at 250 pounds at 6'5". 4.46 at 250 and 6'5". Say that is elite speed and size. Where in the hell are you going? You realize guys like Bijan Robinson didn't run a 4.46. You realize Christian McCaffrey doesn't run a 4.46. I'm talking about elite NFL running backs that don't run 4.46s. Sonny Styles at 6'4", 250 ran a 4.46. That's elite. Where in the hell are you going? You're not going nowhere. You're not getting away from him. There's not a running back in the league that can run away from him. And oh, by the way, he's 5 pounds heavier than Derrick Henry. He's 5 pounds heavier than Derrick Henry. So he's faster than Derrick Henry. He's half faster than Christian McCaffrey. He's faster than Bijan Robinson. And he's 5 pounds heavier than Derrick Henry. And oh, by the way, he's got a 43.5-inch vertical jump. So I dare you to throw the ball across the middle. I dare you to let him drop in coverage and throw. What? What are we talking about? And if you go put the tape on, his instincts are unbelievable. His instincts are unbelievable. There's tape out there. I'm going to tell you something. In the Big Ten championship game, he was the best player on the freaking field. And that was the Indiana national championship team and the Buckeye team that's got 5 guys that's going in the first round and probably 4 in the top 10. Come on, man. Come on, man. He's elite. Elite. Mean Green said, Big G, is McDonald in the mold of Casey Hampton? Yes, but so let me be clear. There's only one Casey Hampton. Casey Hampton was really, they said he was 6 foot tall, but he was really like about 5'11", 5'10", but he was 335, 340 pounds, and you couldn't move him. So McDonald's 6'3". He's going to play at about 330, 35. So you're not going to move him. It's a double team every time. But McDonald can beat the double team. And McDonald's going to take 2 guys to block him every time. So where Casey Hampton, his job was just to hold the guys up so guys like Ferrier and whatnot can make tackles. No, McDonald's can beat the double team and get to the quarterback. So, yeah, I like him a lot, man. Yeah, I still see I knew you'd see him my way. 100%. Yes, trade. Did Styles meet with Omar Khan? They had a sneaky meeting, still elite, a sneaky. It wasn't one of those officials out there. S. Dresden in the building. I see you, S. Dresden, over there, man. Styles doesn't make it out of the top 5. S. Dresden, I think you're 150% right. I mean, I argued with people, including Mod, about the run that the Buckeye players are going to have in the top 5 of this draft. Like, and I've already told him, and I'm going to say it on every platform I'm on, 4 Buckeyes are going in the top 10. 4. Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate, Sonny Styles, and Arvell Reese. I don't care where you put him at. But 4, there's 4 of your top 10. Mendoza's 5. There's 5 of your top 10. Bailey's 6. That's 6 of your top 10. The tackle out of Miami, 7. There's 7 of your top 10. Right? Now you only got 3 more dudes. There's the positions are left for. So hey, I don't care how you cut it. I don't care how you cut it. Oh, and check this out. When I get to the tight end position, Sadiq is going in the top 10. Sadiq ran a 4.39 yesterday. Kenyon, let me just sidebar. Kenyon Sadiq ran a 4.39 at the combine yesterday at tight end, weighing 245 pounds. And if you go put the tape on for this Oregon kid playing tight end, oh my God. He's going in the top 10. There's no way he's not going in the top 10. Kenyon Sadiq is a freak of nature. I mean, we're talking Vernon Davis. We're talking better than Vernon Davis. Do you really think that the Kansas City Chiefs, with Kelsey walking out the door, that they're going to let Kenyon Sadiq get past him at number 9? Hell no. Hell no. They're not letting Kenyon Sadiq get past them. Hell no. They're not letting it happen. They're not letting it happen. Right? They're not. So there's 8. There's 8. There's got to be a corner somewhere. There got to be a corner somewhere. And then the diabolical Bane. And we'll talk about him in a minute too. I mean, really. I'm not saying Bane's not a first-round NFL draft pick, but he got T-Rex arms. 30.78 inches? Get out of here. At 6'2", 268 pounds, he's going to get killed. But trust me, Yenzies. Trust me, KnoItAllz Nation. I'm telling you, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to take him at 10. Bane is going to drop, and they're going to take him at 10. They're going to take him at 10. Yeah. Pro J Sneakers, Ducks was flying high yesterday. They was flying everywhere. The Quack Attack was on and popping, man. Still see the Big G, no lie. I look forward to the breakdowns more than ever. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Sadiq is a mutant still. He's a mutant. That is big facts. Fastest tight end ever, S. Dresden. Ever. In the history of the combine. Unbelievable. The closest guy was Sadiq was Stowers out of Vanderbilt. That is facts too. But Stowers had a 43.5-inch vertical jump and a standing broad jump of 11.3. And go put the tape on at Stowers and Vanderbilt and how he was just causing hell down there in the SEC. Stowers made some money too. He going in a second. There's no way they're letting Eli Stowers get past the second round. He's about 6'3", 6'4". He weighed about 240 pounds. He ran a 4.51, but a 43.5 vertical jump. A standing broad jump of 11.3? Are you freaking kidding me? Listen, I said it last night in the chat with Big B and the executive producer. Trade Muth today. Trade his ass today. Get Muth out of there. Trade him for a 4th. And while we playing, trade Alex Highsmith the hell out of there too. And get a 2nd and a 4th for that. And let's go big hit game hunting for some of these freakish athletes whose tape matches everything. Let's be clear. There's some killers out there, man. Yeah, Stowers was the Mac Award winner. That's facts, P. Williams. He was a killer. And Sadiq is a show enough killer. Big G, stay in them Steelers streets and let's start getting this done in Steelers future. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, I'm out there. Bane is a dog. Bane's tape is good, but I'm telling you, Steelers League, I'm going to talk about it. He's going to struggle at the National Football League level. Trust me, I'm going to get to it before I get out of here today. Right? Steelers League said, but here's the thing. Does Kansas City take Love or Sadiq? New Orleans picks in front of Kansas City, bro. New Orleans picks in front of Kansas City. New Orleans going to tell you what Kansas City going to take. Because both of them is either going to take Sadiq or Love. Both of them. Sadiq or Love is the pick for Kansas City, New Orleans. One of them's going 8, the other one's going 9. so if New Orleans takes Sadiq, Kansas City gonna take Love. If New Orleans takes Love, Kansas City gonna take Sadiq. 8-9, those 8-9 picks are tied together. That is exactly what's gonna happen. Sadiq and Love are tied together, right? But here's the thing. Okay, facts. What's up? F. Justin say, building the Steelers' future now, no more retreads. That's facts. That's Dresden, you're right. Bane's got short arms, 30.78 inches. And while we're here, because people keep talking about Bane, and listen, I'm not dogging Bane. I'm just being honest with you. And you can look it up, Google it. In the National Football League, there has never been a player with less than 32-inch arms get double-digit sacks in the NFL season. Now, I know some people say, well, Dwight Freeney, and they didn't measure that in all A, B, C, and D. Dwight Freeney had a 6'6" wingspan. And yes, he was under 6'2". And yes, he was a pure monster. But Dwight Freeney could also drop in coverage. And Dwight Freeney could go get the quarterback. And Dwight Freeney played against a whole bunch of first-round talent throughout his collegiate career and got to the National Football League and killed it, right? Bane is not Dwight Freeney. And let's be clear. Bane is not Dwight Freeney. He is not. Dwight Freeney is a first-ballot Hall of Famer. Bane is not. And I repeat, Dwight Freeney. He's not, right? And where Dwight Freeney, like I said, his wingspan was longer. And this is the killer part about Bane. Bane had a 6'4", 6'5" wingspan, but he still only had 30.78-inch arms. Y'all, I'm 6'2", 300-plus pounds and some change. I have a 35-inch wingspan, almost 36-inch wingspan. At 35 and some change. As you can see, my arms stretched out right here. My arms is long as hell. I got what you call monkey arms. My standing straight up, my hands almost touch my damn knees, right? Bane's arms is 5 inches shorter than mine. His span is 5 inches shorter against a National Football League first-round talent, because most left and right tackles are first and second-round picks. Most first startings NFL tackles are first-round picks, first and second-round picks. Come on, man. Come on, man. Mod, I know. See, mine, every year we going, my last year was on Shedeur Sanders. And, you know, Shedeur, this, that, and this. This year, his guy is Bane. His guy is Bane. And I'm not saying he's not a first-round talent. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all, right? Mod said same thing with Pons, trust the tape. Well, no, hold it, Mod. Let's be clear. Yeah, Pons measured at 5'9". Pons had a 6'4" wingspan. Pons had a 43.5-inch vertical jump, another freaking combine freak. Pons had a standing broad jump of 11.1. Pons is a perfect slot corner. A perfect. When I'm talking, they couldn't have drew a slot corner better than Pons. Because and now when you start talking about tape, because see, tape has to match measurables and on-field workout. Yes, he was 5'9", but he had a 43-inch vertical jump. He had a standing broad jump of 11.1. What in the hell are we talking about here? He absolutely killed him. So it's not apples to apples, bro. And this is my point. If that was the case, why didn't Bane work out on the field? Why didn't Bane work out? Because he knew standing next to like a Arvell Reese or standing next to a Bailey or standing next to Missouri's end or standing next to the end at Clemson or hell, even standing next to the end at Alabama, he wouldn't have looked right. And I actually think he's slow. I actually think Bane runs like a 4.7. I actually think he's slow. So no, but I'm not saying he's not a first-round pick, but he's a slider in this draft. Jack, man, what's cracking, man? He said, is there a D tackle worth taking in the first couple rounds? There's multiple D tackles, Jack. Multiple D tackles. My wish list starts with McDonald. Second guy would be the kid from Clemson. Third guy would be Hunter from Texas Tech. Fourth guy would be Jackson from Florida State. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Vega, the next Alan Fenica, or the next Dave DeCastro, Mean Green. Listen. But let's be clear, Mean Green. You know I was the dude that was pounding the table about him too. And all the Yeezys. Oh, especially Claude. Oh, we got to get a wide receiver. Oh, hell no. Hell no. If Vega is sitting there at 21, hell, if Vega gets past the Ratbirds at 14, go get him. We could get a wide receiver in the second round. We could get one late. Late. Come on now. And that's why I'm agreeing with you, Mean Green. As Dresden said, I think if Pons will perform at a high level in the next league, Kid's a wolf. Yeah, it's facts. As Dresden, he's a perfect slot corner. Aaron, man, what's up, man? Here we go. Steelers, big facts, man. Steel City South says, Big G, don't forget Christian, the Godfather Coleon, 6'5", 315 out of Texas Tech. Yeah, if he's there at 53, yeah. Listen, Texas Tech had some killers. I've already said this privately to multiple people. I'm saying it publicly. 5 schools the Steelers need to circle the wagons around. Oregon Ducks, Texas Tech Red Raiders, Ohio State Buckeyes, Penn State Nittany Lions, University of Texas Longhorns. If they circle the wagons around those 5 schools, and out of our 12 picks, we get 7 to 8 of those guys from those schools, we are walking out of this big draft day winners. I will repeat the 5 schools again. Texas Tech Red Raiders, Ohio State Buckeyes, Oregon Ducks, Penn State Nittany Lions, University of Texas Longhorns. If they circle the wagons around those 5 teams and they draft players, we have 12 picks. Yeah, still elite. Indiana's my number 6. So don't think they're my number 6, right? So if we circle the wagons around those guys, oh yeah. Arthur Smith. You know what, Arthur Smith? He said, Big G knows as much about football as I do about saltwater fish tanks. I love to look at them, but I have no idea what the setup is. And you know what, man? Arthur Smith, I'll holler at you in the Matrix over there with your boy Claude.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
But oh well, if you got gold, then you gotta go.
You need to get your game up, Arthur Smith. Get your game up talking about, I don't know nothing about no football. Let's live chat. Does Arthur Smith deserve to go into the rubber room? All I need is a simple yes or no. All I need to know is a simple yes or no. Just type yes or no in the chat. Does Arthur Smith need to go to the rubber room? A yes or a no, right? Yeah, facts. Big facts. Fire. Appreciate it. My cornerback are DeLone, Pons, and Damani Jackson. Yeah, DeLone, listen, DeLone's a top 10 pick that might fall to the Dallas Cowboys at 12. Because the run you're going to get. Indiana, I said Indiana well. Indiana's my number 6, right? 100%, man. 100%. We gotta hit this draft. Indiana players are highly disciplined and well coached up. Facts still elite. Oh, they saying yes. S. Dresden saving you over there, Arthur Smith. S. Dresden said no free speech. I feel you, S. Dresden. I feel you. I ain't gonna trip. But S. Dresden, he was talking about me. He's saying I don't know about football. He's saying I don't have a clue. I mean, he's talking about me. He ain't talking about other people. He's talking about directly about me. So if he's at me, maybe I should be able to put him in the rubber room. But I'm going to give him grace. S. Dresden, because you said I'm going to give him grace. I understand it. But yes or no in the chat, should Arthur Smith go? Arthur Smith said, Big G, put me in the Matrix. Yeah, you got to go. When you got to go, you got to go.
crazy, man.
You right. I am crazy.
Yeah, when you got to go, you got to go, bro. When you got to go, you got to go. I understand it. I get it, right? But saying that I don't know it, man, you crazy. S. Dresden said, a flawed opinion. It's still just an opinion. That's facts, S. Dresden. It's flawed. It's clear. Let's be clear. It's flawed. It is flawed. but yeah. But it's an opinion, nonetheless. You're absolutely correct, S. Dresden. Let's be clear. Right now, getting back to the combine freaks, okay? There's not only one Styles. There's two. There's two of them. Two of them. Lorenzo Styles Jr. Now, and I want to give you the backdrop of Lorenzo Styles so you absolutely understand what we're talking about concerning a raw talent. Vic said, he got to go. Bro, we knew football. I put you in, I guess, want to enjoy it next. Yeah, he might enjoy the next trip. I don't know, right? Now, like I said, Lorenzo Styles Jr.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah, facts, man. What's up, G Stacks, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Lorenzo Styles Jr. He played wide receiver at Notre Dame University for 2 seasons. He played wide. You're hearing me say he played wide receiver and started at Notre Dame University for 2 seasons. He started. He transferred from Notre Dame University to Ohio State so he could play with his brother Sonny and continue to get developed. Well, there was no room for him on the offensive side of the ball when you got Emeka Buka, Carnell Tate, Jeremiah Smith, Jackson Smith and Juka, Brandon Ennis. There ain't no room over there. You're never going to get on the field. He switches to defensive back. He's not going to play in front of David Espinosa, who plays one corner. He's not going to play against Matthews, who plays the other corner. He's not going to play against play in front of Devin Sanchez, who plays the other corner. He's damn for sure ain't going to play in front of Caleb Downs at safety. And he's not going to play in front of Jelani McClain. So they make the position a slot corner for him. Go back and look at the tape. He was out there killing them. Now, keep in mind, he only played defensive back for 2 years. Only played DB for 2 years. So he goes from a D1 starting wide receiver to a D1 starting defensive back on a national championship 2024 team and a team that played in the national championship in 2024. That's how good of an athlete he is. Yo, he ran a 4.27 40-yard dash. He's going to play a nickel slot corner or a safety in the National Football League, and he ran so P. Williams, he ran a 4.28 the first time. His second time officially was 4.27. He ran a 4.27 in the 40-yard dash at 190 pounds. I mean, what are we talking about? He's got hella instincts too. Go back and look at the tape. Go back and watch him play at Ohio State. He's unbelievable. So, yeah, he's a dog. He's a freaking dog, man. He's a dog. Quarterbacks and wide receivers about to hit the field. Yeah, we got it. But then when they hit the field, they ain't going to do nothing for about the first 5-10 minutes. Crowd at the combine like a damn game. That's facts. Because Mendoza is the girl about to be on the field. And listen, while we talking about what's about to hit the field, don't be shocked when you see Drew Aller standing next to all the rest of these quarterbacks and you're like, now that's an NFL quarterback. That's an NFL quarterback. And the Steelers brought in official wide receivers who they brought in for interviews. I got it right here. Hold on one second. Official wide receivers that they brought in for interviews today are Carnell Tate, the kid out of Hurst, out of Georgia State, the kid out of Ole Miss University, Tyson, Malachi Lemon, and Boston. Those are the 6 wide receivers. Yeah, they brought in Ted Hirsch. They had a good talk with Ted Hirsch. They had a good talk with Lemon, right? Who is that? Tyrone, what am I exaggerating about? Let's be clear about your comment, since you want to be out there commenting. You ain't never right, my boy. Who's your boy? I don't even know who you're talking about, man. I'm never right. Who are you talking about, Tyrone? You might be in the Matrix too here in a minute, right? Claude Bishop. Big D knows about college football, but the pros is another story. Claude, I know about Claude, since you want to bring it up, I want you to go back on the KnoItAllz podcast channel for the last 3 years and go look at our draft content and what we broke down for 3 years in a row. For all y'all that don't think I don't know what I'm talking about, go back and look at what we've been talking about for 3 years on this channel concerning draft content. And then you come back and tell me, right? Now, I'm not 100% right, but hell, when you start talking about national media figures like Mel Kiper and dudes like that, they're about 40% right. So you tell me the difference between being 40% and probably being 70 or 80%. Because I missed on Jones. I flat out missed on Broderick Jones, but the whole freaking Steeler Nation missed on Broderick Jones. I missed on Kenny Pickett. I thought Kenny Pickett would solve the position at quarterback, but we knew right away, no, that's why we got him out of there. So I'm not always right. I'm not going to sit up and act like I'm the Swami and I'm 100%. Absolutely not. However, go back and look at the content on the channel. And then when you're saying I exaggerate, Tyrone, your ass need to go over here to the Matrix too. I think you need a tune-up this morning.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
But oh well, if you got gold, you gotta go.
Yeah, you need a tune-up over there, Tyrone. You need a tune-up this morning because it's obvious you ain't been rocking with us long enough to understand. It's obvious. It's obvious. Yeah, that's what he's saying, Juice. He out there tripping. What's up, Juice, man? Good to see you, man. He out there tripping. I'm standing on Ted Hirsch. Yeah, Ted Hirsch, still elite. I'm with it. I'm with Ted Hirsch is going to be a good NFL player. He's going to be a good NFL player. I'm with it. And could you imagine if we got Brian Thomas, Ted Hirsch, and DK Metcalf? Oh, my God. We cooking with gas, man. He said, y'all in the comments talking loud and saying nothing. Yeah, there's big facts. I do my homework. I watch tape. I do breakdowns. And that's the killer part. I'm on 2 channels. That's the whole killer part about it. So if I was wrong, I'm on 2 channels? Stop that. What's up, Reginald Rivers, man? Good to see you, man, in the building, man. Appreciate you jumping in for a hot second, man. Big as you big dummy. Does Hines Ward give Steelers some insight on Tyson being a wide receiver coach at ASU? Yes, he does. But guess what? Tyson's not working out. Yes, yeah, he's not working out. He's not working out today. Because you know why? He's got another hamstring injury. I told a few people that I do podcasts and stuff with that, like 2 days ago. And they were like, how did you know? Watch it today. I'm telling you, he's had 4 injuries in 8 months. Tyson, along with Bane, draft stock is going to drop. He's injured. He's not working out today. He's not doing nothing today. He's not doing nothing today because he's got another freaking hamstring. And when you keep getting soft tissue injuries like this early in your career, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Tyrone said, my boy is a figure of speech. I know you don't want me to be. No, I'm not, Tyrone. I'm not worried about what you're talking about, man. Appreciate your comment, though, man. S. Dresden said, I stood on Quinyon Mitchell. I stood on Dart. I stand on Malik Lemon this year. So S. Dresden, I'm not mad at that. I don't think he's going to be there. And that goes back to something I said earlier in the podcast. You got one quarterback. Somebody will be bananas and take Simpson in the first round. They will be. They're going to be bananas, right? But there's really one quarterback. So when you only have one quarterback in a first round, you're going to have a run. The run this year is at edge or at wide receiver or possibly D tackle or middle linebacker. But there's a run coming. there's a run. He's not going to be there. Lemon's not going to be there. No, he's not. He's just not. I want him to be there, but he's not. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something that's going to break your heart, S. Dresden. And at 14, and if Lemon's sitting on the board, the Baltimore Ravens are taking Lemon at wide receiver. And it's going to break your heart. And I'm just being honest. They're going to take, at 14, if Lemon is sitting there, they're going to take him. He's not going to be there, bro. He's not. Still, Elise said, nah, I'm good on Tyson. Yeah, he got hammy problems. He's had 4 injuries in 8 months. 4 injuries in 8 months. Soft tissue issues, bro. Right? I'm good. Tyson dropping because of Boston. I don't think Tyson's dropping like that either. Yeah, Tyson and Bane is going to drop. They're going to drop. Tyson's got injuries. He's going to drop. Bane's going to drop. I'm not saying they're not first rounders. Bane's probably going to go 10. Tyson's going to go somewhere between 14 and 21. Right? Still, what's up? Yeah, what's cracking, man? Yeah, man. Facts, the combine. Man, I appreciate you rocking with us, man, over there for sure, man. Yeah, thank you, man. Tyrone, man, I appreciate you rocking with us, man, for sure, bro. You know, it's all fun and games and having fun over here, man. S. Dresden for the 5. He said if Tyson has that history, he is certainly a Omar Khan guy at 21. S. Dresden, what you got against Omar Khan? What you got against Omar Khan, man? Omar Khan ain't the only player that Omar Khan has missed is Broderick Jones. He didn't miss with anybody else. He didn't miss with, let's talk about the guys he's drafted. He didn't miss on Zach Frazier. He didn't miss on Mason McCormick. He didn't miss with Troy Fautano. Now, he might have missed with Roman Wilson, but that might have been a Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers thing, so I'm going to leave him on the side. Broderick Jones, he missed. He didn't miss with Keanu Benton. He's just playing out of position. He didn't miss with Derek Harmon. He didn't miss with Yahweh Black. He didn't miss with Peyton Wilson. He didn't miss with Bruner. He didn't miss with JPJ. Where is he missing? Kid has just been injured, so he can't get on the field. We already know about old boy from Texas that can't get on the field, corner, because of injury. So he ain't missing. And Omar Khan does a whole hell of a lot better job than what other GMs do. Let's be clear. You got the GMs getting fired because of what they picked diabolically, right? Soft tissue, Ma said, soft tissue issues aren't that big of a deal, especially when they're going to have trainers and dietitians. But Ma, they absolutely are a big deal. Soft tissue issues are the reason why guys don't get second contracts. Soft tissue issues is why they move off a guy, because that's telling you from a schematic standpoint or from a number standpoint, the likelihood that they're going to tear an ACL, that they're going to tear an MCL, that they possibly could snap their damn Achilles. Soft tissue issues are huge. They're huge in the National Football League. Ravens got a sweet spot at 14. They do still lead. They do. Claiborne just ran a 4.3 at Wake Forest. Yeah, we knew that. But Claiborne tape ain't that good. It's all right. His tape ain't that good. S. Dresden, Fautano, Jones, Harmon, Wilson will never be elite. Fautano and Harmon will be. Matter of fact, Fautano and Harmon is going to be all pros here in a minute. Absolutely will be. He said, what is with the Georgia players? What is this with Georgia players, hit or miss? It depends. Allen and the cornerback has done good. I like Zachariah Branch. I like Fleming, the offensive lineman. So, yeah. Beat out Wayne for the $1.99. Khan Soul just got to build us a complete wide receiver room. Yeah, he does. But that wasn't his fault neither. Omar Khan did. What did Omar Khan draft? Deontay Johnson? Traded for Chase Claypool? That's what Khan had to do. Look at the wide receiver room before Khan got there. It was horrible. Come on, man. Juju Smith-Schuster? Oh, this is Kevin Colbert. Juju Smith-Schuster. Deontay Johnson. Shambles. Shambles, man. The best ability is availability, S. Dresden. That's facts. That's why I'm telling you about Tyson. He ain't going to be available because he's going to stay hurt. Swagger University, man, what's up? Watching you on the monitor And a running back 40-yard dash is on TV. Facts. I got it right here, too. I'm watching it. I'm paying attention. When something jumps off, I'm going to be hyped, right? Juice Bellamy said Christian Watson had them hand issues, which is why he had to get surgery and fix it. Right. And Christian Watson ain't been right ever since. Christian Watson ain't been right. Y'all, I'm changing my channel to the NFL network because the diabolical coverage on YouTube TV, it sucks. So that's why y'all see me move out of the screen. I'm going to watch a little bit of the combine with y'all, see what y'all thinking to get some questions out here, man. Right? Pickens, you big dumb. And he said, Big G, thank you for your work to give Steeler fans facts for the draft and free agency, man. I appreciate it, man. For sure, man. What did Tyrone say? I still think you're wrong about Will Howard. Oh, so that's why we're having an issue, Tyrone. The issue's Will Howard. You know what? To be continued with Will Howard. But you don't, under absolutely no circumstances do you hand him the quarterback position. He got to earn it. If he don't earn it, then no. I don't care what you say. He's got to earn it. So you just don't hand it to him. Now, he could be a dude and you know what, Tyrone? I'm going to be honest. I want him to be a dude because guess what? If Will Howard is our starting quarterback, we don't have to draft one, which means that we can get crazy and diabolical and just off the hook. Yeah, Jeremiah Love just ran a 4.3 freaking 7. Oh, my God. Top 10. Lock it. Lock it in. Top 10. I told you. Sadiq, I told you even before he ran. Sadiq and Love are 8 and 9. I've already told you. Who's going to pick which one? Sadiq and Love are 8 and 9. New Orleans going to get one of them. Kansas City going to get the other one. Listen, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Yeah, Khan gave up a second round to get Metcalf. Yeah, and the Seagulls proceeded and win a Super Bowl. Yeah, I understand that. But guess what? That was pressure from Mike Tomlin, too. And Mike Tomlin ain't there no more, right? S. Dresden, so you telling me that Andy Waddle's not good at drafting? Andy Waddle's absolutely good because Omar Khan gets bad. Omar Khan gets all the blame, and Omar Khan's actually the numbers guy. Andy Waddle's the guy that actually does the drafting and evaluation. Yeah, Love ran a 4.37. Facts, man. Right. Big G. Eli Heritage, 4.4 Slee out of Navy. Yeah, nah, I'm not. I got a guy like Singleton or Allen, or I love Coleman out of Washington. Oh, my God. If we could get Coleman in the third round, running back out of Washington, oh, my God. 5'9", 228, legit 4.5 kid. He's going to make it 5 yards before you even freaking see him, right? It said, Big G, do you think the Steelers have a shot to draft Jeremiah Love? Hell no. They ain't going to see no part of Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love, top 10. I just done already told you. As Dresden said, Waddle is obviously not running the draft. He wanted Dart, Khan wanted Harmon. No, Waddle runs the draft. Khan is the numbers man, but they come together. They work together to draft. And Khan was influenced by Tomlin. Tomlin's no longer there. You're going to see a different Omar Khan now. He's no longer there. B-Dot, love you, Will Howard. I like the kid a lot too, but he's got to show us because for a first round because we got to have a quarterback for sure. We got to do it. We do got to get a quarterback. Yeah, y'all be talking like he's not a leader of men. Tyrone, I'm not saying that Will Howard's – Tyrone, do you know how – I don't think you understand and know how close I was connected to the Ohio State Buckeye football program. I don't think you understand and know how close I was connected from 2023 and 2024 to the Ohio State football program. Now, listen, I just don't brag about what happens. But what I'm telling you, I seen these kids up close, personal. Saw them, was around them. Yeah. Knew them. Yeah. Yeah. Will Howard's definitely a leader of men. But he's a 6th-round NFL draft pick. And he hasn't played a snap in the National Football League. So you don't hand a 6th-round quarterback the starting job without playing a snap in the National Football League. He's got to earn it. I'm going to continue to say over and over again, he's got to earn it. He has to earn it, right? Facts. Thanks, bro. Dylan Johnson. Yeah, Dylan Johnson out of Dylan Coleman out of Washington. Oh my God, 5'8", 5'9", 228 pounds. Jalen Ramsey's like 5'8", 217. He like 5'8", 217. Coleman's 10 pounds heavier, lower center of gravity, and can get after it, bro. Casey, man, what's cracking, man? They will have to draft they have to draft with the future cap in mind. Well, Casey, the cap keeps going up. The cap just went up. They said the cap was going to be $300 million. The cap was $301 million. So an extra $1.5 million was on the cap. Yeah. Yes, Jonah Coleman. Your facts, Juice. Facts. Yeah. Jeremiah Love just locked in a spot at Arizona or Tennessee without that. I don't know. I don't know if Arizona and Tennessee is going to. Nah. I know Arizona needs a running back. Hell, they need a quarterback too. But I think Arizona's going to go defense. To me. Tennessee? Nah. Tennessee got to protect their investment. Unless they decide to go defense to pair with Johnson. Right? So, yeah. Yeah. Big G, Steelers will need to give Will Howard a chance to prove himself. How do we know what he's got unless he got a chance? I mean, Dream, I'm not mad. I keep saying that. I'm saying if he proves himself, I haven't changed my stance. If he proves himself and he wins the job, I want him to be the starting quarterback. Because guess what? If he is, we don't have to draft a quarterback in 2027. We don't have to. That is a huge. Now we get a first-round pick with that talent that they have coming in 2027. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, I want Will Howard, but I'm not handing him the job. I'm not doing it. Tyrone, that's on any job, Tyrone. Your facts. Still, Elise said the Steelers streets is talking about Downs possibly falling out of the top 10 because he didn't test at the combine. Tape's enough. Downs don't have to. Downs going to work out at Pro Day. Downs going to work out at Pro Day, and we're going to be all good in the hood. Downs ain't dropping out of the top 10. You can forget it. Right? Right? Arizona and Tennessee going defense. I agree. S. Dresden says, I would not touch any of this class's quarterback. Again, waiting for 27. S. Dresden, I think for sure that they're going to draft a quarterback in the 3rd or the 4th round. I think for sure. They're going to bring in competition. Now, if the diabolical one, Aaron Rodgers comes back at 43, then they're going to give Will Howard and the quarterback that they draft an opportunity to fight for the number 2. And I'm just going to be honest with you, S. Dresden. And this is regardless of what they do. If Will Howard is not the backup quarterback for the 2026 season, Will Howard can't play at the National Football League level. That if Will Howard is not the backup, yeah, you got to earn your money. That's facts. But if Will Howard is not the backup for the 20, if they stand put and they go Aaron Rodgers, Mason Rudolph, and Will Howard, and if Will Howard is not the backup quarterback for 2026, he can't play at the National Football League. He can't play. I'm just being honest, right? Mike Washington ran a 4.43. Yeah, I ain't worried about Mike Washington. But Mod, he's a 3rd or 4th round pick, and I don't want him. You can get him over there and they said to put you in the Matrix, Mod. They put you in the Matrix. Swagger University said at the price, yeah. Dwayne says facts, G. Bring it. Hell no, they bringing in no Anthony Richardson. No, I'm not bringing Anthony Richardson in either. That he can't throw, Dwayne. He quit on his team. I don't want no quitters. Not in my locker room. Hell no. He quit on his team, man. If you quit once, you'll quit again. I don't want no quitters tied to the Pittsburgh Steelers. No. And Anthony Richardson can't throw. So he can't throw. He's not accurate. He's not a dotter, and he quit on his team. No. Hell no. Some of the Will Howard Glazers were baby hand Glazers, so I refuse to listen until I see him play a big boy ball. with something to lose. Yeah, I'm not mad at that, Casey. Right. Downs and Lemon are going to perform well at the pro days. I agree, S. Dresden. Roger Rivers says a lot of teams trying to get rid of their quarterbacks waiting on 2027. That's facts. I agree. If Howard can't beat out Rudolph, he's toast. That's facts, S. Dresden. I knew you was going to finally feel this way. And I hope Tyrone understands it too. Let's see what Tyrone got to say. Different system, and the coach is anxious to work with Will Howard because they know he's got potential that guy has. I get it. But if he does not win the backup, if Aaron Rodgers comes back, Tyrone, I can't understand why you can't get it. If Aaron Rodgers comes back in 2026, he's the starter. If you stand put with the quarterback room and you have Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, because Mason's still under contract, and Aaron Rodgers, if Will Howard is not the backup quarterback for the 2026 season and Mason Rudolph's still the number 2, Will Howard cannot start in the National Football League. He can't. He's not. He's not. It's just not going to happen. Right? S. Dresden. Yeah, that's facts. Right. So listen. Hell no, I'd rather hand Will Howard a 10-year max before I trade for Richardson. Beat out Wayne. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you. Right? The Navy fullback, Elijah Henrick, just ran a 4.47. He going to play fullback in the National Football League. I'll take hell no, Milton Teether. Hell no. I don't want no washed quarterback over there, a dude that already done showed me he can't throw in the National Football League. No. Right? I agree with Richardson trade as well. Quarterback has to be a leader of men. He already quit. As Dresden, that's facts. You're speaking facts. If Howard can't beat out Mason, it's a wrap. Facts. If he cannot beat out Mason Rudolph, he cannot play. Jeremiah Love just ran a 4.36 after he ran a 4.37. Jeremiah Love, I already done told you. I already done put it out there. I already done told you. He's a top 10 pick. All right, let's be clear again. Top 10. I'm not saying in no number. Top 10 players is coming off the board. Sonny Styles, Mendoza, Caleb Downs, Orville Reese, Carnell Tate. Sadiq, Miami offensive tackle, Jeremiah Love, the cornerback from LSU, and Bane. Oh, no, not the cornerback from LSU. Bailey from Texas Tech and Bane. There's your top 10. I'll repeat it again. There's your top 10. Mendoza, Sonny Styles, Orville Reese, Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate, Bane, Bailey, Sadiq, Love, and a tackle from Miami. There's your top 10. There's your top 10. There's your top 10. Mason, yeah, I get it. I get it with Mason. Big G, you got any thoughts on Aller versus Gabriel in the third round? If one is still, I'm not Gabriel Gabriel is gone. He already played for the Cleveland Browns. In the third round, you're talking about Nussmeier or Drew Aller. Drew Aller, they might bring in because guess what? Traditionally, Mike McCarthy drafts his own quarterback, right? Right? Big G, would you take Mike Washington Jr., 6'2", 228, just ran a 4.33. Fourth round? Third, fourth round? That's a Cowboy pick. That's why Ma was so happy because Ma's been sneakily lusting after Mike Washington, sneakily. That's a Cowboy pick. That's a Cowboy pick. But I wouldn't be mad at him. But I want to give Johnson an opportunity before I take Mike Washington. I want to give Johnson an opportunity in the Mike McCarthy system, right? Beat Out Wayne says, hell no, Richardson or Milton. I pass on both of them. Facts. Pass it. The cup and the blunt. Pass it, right? Messador from Miami could sneak into the top 15. He could. He could. Big G, do I like Jackson from Florida State? Yes. He's my fourth. He's my first D tackle is McDonald. My second D tackle is Hunter. My third D tackle is the kid out of Clemson. My fourth D tackle is Jackson out of Florida State. Yep, I like him. Former Steelers OC Todd Haley said the Steelers would be better off with Derek Carr than Rodgers. That's why Todd Haley's a former NFL offensive coordinator and can't get back into the league. Because just for you putting that comment, I'm not putting you, Anthony, in the Matrix. Trust me. But I'm going to put Todd Haley ass over there in the Matrix. Bye-bye, Todd Haley.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
But oh well, you got gold and you got gold.
Todd Haley can keep his diabolical self over on the sideline. Still elite facts. Yeah, Todd Haley on liquor, straight liquor. He's an alcoholic. Allegedly, right? Allegedly. Todd Haley had his damn mind. You right, B-Dot Wayne. Let's see if Mike Washington can run it. He ran a 4.33 the first time. Let's see what he run this time. Let's see. 4.36. Yeah, he fast. He fast at 6'2", 228. He fast. He fast. Listen, I'm telling you right now, you better get ready for it on the KnoItAllz podcast tomorrow with Mod. He is going to be lusting behind Mike Washington. Like, Mod's got this saying, shoddy like him thick. The Mod says it all the time. He's going, shoddy like him thick, shoddy like him thick. Well, Mod, did the Cowboys get back into the second round to get Mike Washington? Did the Cowboys get back in the second? I mean, they do have 12 and 20. The Cowboys could trade back. They could, right? Like what I tell you, I told you what Mod was going. Mike Washington, while Washington is a guy, 4.3, 4.5. Yeah, he lust. He lust and he having Cowboy lust for him right now. Cowboy lust. Claude and Todd Haley in the Matrix, Reverend Richard. Yeah. Todd Haley over there giving him instructions. Reginald Rivers, he giving him instructions. What's up, Tyrone, man? Good to see you in the building, man. Pleased to meet you, Big G. I'm calling from Compton, man. Yeah, man. Thank you, man, for listen, we are worldwide over here on the KnoItAllz podcast. Definitely United States wide, but I'll be in the Steelers streets everywhere, man. So absolutely, man. S. Dresden says, to be honest, I want no recycled quarterbacks. No Murray, no Richardson, no Willis, no Mac Jones. I don't want none of them neither. I don't want S. Dresden. I'm with you 188%, and that is 150% facts. I don't want no recycled quarterbacks. Right? Yeah, B-Dot Wayne, he over there with Morpheus and Neo. Yeah, he over there. Yeah, Morpheus and Neo is Todd Haley and Claude Bishop. B-Dot, that's hilarious. That's hilarious, B-Dot. Hey, listen, for y'all that's joining us for the first time, Super Chats are wide open. Whenever you Super Chat, it does support the KnoItAllz podcast channel. I'm going to stick with y'all for probably maybe about another 25, 30 minutes because I'm already out here now. So I'm on a marathon run. I might as well stay on it. I'm already out here now, so I'm going to stay on it for about another 25, 30 minutes. Hopefully, I'll be able to get to the first part of the wide receiver run just to see what's happening. But to go live with the combine stuff with you guys is a pure pleasure, man. I'm having a blast. I'm having a ball. I thank all you guys for rocking with us, man. And like I said, Super Chats are wide open. Whatever you want to do to support the channel. Memberships are wide open. If you have not become a KnoItAllz member, we have been growing with KnoItAllz memberships and exclusive content. So become a member to support the channel as well, man. Yeah. Mean Green says, absolutely no retreads in Pittsburgh. None. Facts, Mean Gene. Right? The Steelers with Derek Carr is like Harold Melvin without the blue nose. They will never go platinum. That's facts, S. Dresden. That's total facts. Absolute freaking facts, man. B-Dot Wayne says, Big G, did you already talk about Sadiq? Yeah, I'll talk about him again. Yeah, matter of fact, B-Dot, he better than Vernon Davis. He better than him, man. He bigger, faster, stronger, bro. He better than Vernon Davis, man. He better than him. So I think that's like I said, I told you, and you know what? For the hell of it, I'm just gonna do a mock draft just for the hell of it, just for the hell of it. Top 10, no more. I'm gonna do it right now, live on air. Mock draft. Mendoza, number 1, and I want you guys to chime in too. Give me your top 10 NFL draft, who you like, at what position concerning the draft order, who does what and how. I'm going to pull up the draft order right here, and I'm going to do a live top 10 draft as of today, right? Draft order. Number 1, Las Vegas Raiders, Mendoza, quarterback out of Indiana. Number 1. Number 2, New York Football Jets, Bailey, edge rush, defensive end out of Texas Tech University. Number 3, Arizona Cardinals, Arvell Reese, edge, outside linebacker, Ohio State University. And number 4, Tennessee Titans. Oh, this is where it gets tight. But I'm sticking to my guns. Offensive tackle, Miami University. Maui Goa. How you pronounce his name? Maui Goa. Offensive tackle. They got to protect their investment. Cam Ward, they got to protect him. Because one of the Yenzies out here bet me talking about Dan Moore was going to be an all-pro. Dan Moore got Cam Ward killed. Got him killed. I think it might have been Claude being diabolical. It might have been Claude talking about Dan Moore was going to be an all-pro at Tennessee. Hell no. Right? So they got to protect the investment. Miami. Number 5, New York Football Giants. Whew. Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State University. I think you got to get him paired up with Neighbors, paired up with Scatterboo, paired up with Jackson Dart, and now because they got plenty of defense. Number 6. No, I go back. I go back one. Number 5. The Giants go with Caleb Downs. I take that pick back. The Giants take Caleb Downs safety because they got all the edges in up front. So they take the safety, Caleb Downs. Number 6, Cleveland Browns go Carnell Tate, wide receiver. Cleveland Browns go. Number 6, Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State. First wide receiver off the board. Number 7, Washington Commanders take Sonny Styles, middle linebacker, Ohio State University. Number 8, New Orleans Saints take Jeremiah Love, running back, Notre Dame. Number 9, Kansas City Chiefs take Kenyon Sadiq, tight end, Oregon University. Number 10, Cincinnati Bengals draft Ruben Bane, edge defensive end, Miami Hurricanes. There's my top 10. I'll review it again. Oh, we got a lot over here, man. A lot over here. Let me see. Oh, B. Wayne said facts. That's Dredger said, I'm trading 11 for Lemon. You might have to because that's what the Miami Dolphins said. Rob Lightfoot, what's up, man? G. Stradamus, how many edges will go in the first round? About 4, maybe 5. I got Fano going to Tennessee, and the New York Giants getting, could be, the tackle from Miami. Could be. Claude said it wasn't me. Claude, well, identify who it was, Claude. Identify who it was. As Dresden said, I don't think Harbaugh passes on Styles. I don't think either at 5, right? Styles' character is elite. Yeah, Styles' character, play on the field, measurables and everything. I wouldn't be shocked if the Las Vegas Raiders punted on Mendoza and drafted Styles and said we're going to get a quarterback in 2027. I wouldn't be shocked. That's how elite Sonny Styles is. I would not be shocked at all if they put, which would be diabolical, if they punted on Mendoza and took Sonny Styles with the number 1 overall pick. It's elite. It's elite. And then they get their quarterback in 2027. And how about this, Yenzies? Malik Willis is out there. What if Tom Brady says, okay, we're cool on Mendoza. I'll take Malik Willis for 2 years. He's my bridge guy. I'll take him for 2 years. And I draft Styles and in 2027 get my quarterback. What if he does that? I'm just saying, right? Big G, if the Raiders don't select Mendoza, and if their O-line sucks, Mendoza's going to get killed in 2026. He had an O-line in Indiana, but the Raiders' O-line sucked. That's why I'm telling you, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if he says, hell, let me get Malik Willis. Let me get Malik Willis for 2 years. I gave him 2 years, $50 million. 2 years, 55 million, 2 years. There's my bridge. I draft Sonny Styles, who's my quarterback in the middle of my defense with the number 1 overall pick, and I get my quarterback in 2027. I'm just saying, that could actually happen, man. He said, I got the Saints going with Sadiq and Love. Chiefs taking to the Saints. Yeah, B-Dot, I've been saying this since I got on air. Listen, I've been saying it for 2 days that that's what's going to happen. Even before I saw him run. I'll tell you on the KnoItAllz podcast, he's going to tell you, I've been saying it for 2 days, right? Jalen Mavia is from Vegas. That's facts. He is. That's facts. Would you choose Mendoza? Would you choose Mendoza if not, who would choose Mendoza if not Vegas? The Jets at 2? the Jets at 2? The Jets would cry if Mendoza ran it, fell to 2. The Cardinals at 3? The Cardinals then invested in their offensive line 2 of the last 3 first-round drafts. The Cardinals at 3? The Jets at 2? They would take him. He ain't going far. He ain't going far at all. If P. Williams, he ain't going far, right? I'm the guy that said Dan Moore would make the Pro Bowl. Rob Lightfoot? Well, you know, we've already taken care of business, Ron, but I want to just make sure that the live chat understands where you got sent about Dan Moore.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
But oh well, if you got gold, then you gotta go.
Man, that Matrix population is building up big, Claude. Claude, you got a nation over there. You building up big over there, nation, with Claude. You building up big. Yeah. B-Dot says, I think the Raiders is going to take a Mendoza just for jerseys. Yeah, it could be. In California, yeah, got a lot of Hispanic. I get that, yeah. Could be. Could be Shador Sanders numbers. Could be. But I wouldn't be mad at them if they did, because guess what? Tom Brady going to do the right thing. Right? Tom Brady going to do the right thing. The next bet. Yeah, facts. Right? Here we go. My top 10. Raiders number 1, Mendoza. 2 Jets, Reese. 3 Cardinals, Downs. 4 Tennessee Titans, Bane. 5 Giants, Tate. 6 Browns. 5 Giants, Tate, Bane. 6 the Browns, Tate. 7 Bailey to the Commanders. 8 McCoy to the Saints. 9 Magavia to 8 to the Saints, Magavia. 9 the Chiefs take Lemon. 10 the Bengals take Downs. Caleb Downs ain't falling that fall, bro. Steel City said, I hate to disappoint you, right? Big G, you sold me on Vega. I trade up from 17 to get him. Listen, I would, if the Baltimore Ravens don't draft Vega at 14, the Steelers need to do everything in their power to get in front of those next teams, because all of those teams need an inside guy. Tampa Bay needs a guard. Detroit needs a guard. Carolina needs a guard. I'm telling you. If at 14, if the Baltimore Ravens go wide receiver, which I'm thinking they're going to do, at 14, the Ravens are going receiver. If Vegas doesn't go to the Ravens at 14, then we got to do everything we got to do to go get him. It's only 250 draft points. By the way, I know you're wondering, like, gee, how the hell you know that? It's only 250 draft points, which just means it's a 3rd or a 4th round pick to go get it. Trade up. You trade up to go get him, right? We need to make this a tradition. Big G Combine show. I might do it every time, S. Dresden. I might do this every year. I get a lot of draft coverage, so I might do. And like I said, this was like we talked about this yesterday. And I'm back. But like I said, I'm live now, and I'm out here. So that's why I said I was going to go with y'all for about 2 hours. Man, Faison for South Carolina's on-field drills look great. I just stopped and paused and looked at him, man. Yeah. Like you said, he got fat fingers. I get you, man. Right? S. Dresden, I'm not allowing the Rats to land Lemon, if he's there to me, they're going to take a wide receiver, right? Tyrone said facts. So whatever you get it done, he's a beast. I want Vega, then maybe trade up to get Cooper. I like that, Tyrone Keaton. I like that, Tyrone Keaton. I like it a lot. B. Wayne says, Big G going to run the mainstream media with this combine show. ESPN ain't got nothing on this. Hey, I understand it. Listen, there's room enough for everybody. There's room enough for everybody. But listen, I don't work for a company. I can say what the hell I want to say. I don't work for a mainstream media outlet. I can say what the hell I want to say. Ain't no agent from the National Football League paying me any money through a backdoor deal. So I can be free. And even more so, I can be clear. I can be clear. I can be free and clear. And I ain't got to worry about dealing with the diabolical national media and somebody and the PFF, Chris Collinsworth, and Mel Kiper getting his money up from ESPN. And I ain't mad at his money. I ain't going to hate on it. Right? But I don't work for a company. So I can be free. I can be clear. Man, they just showed Saquon Barkley and Jeremiah Love running side by side each other. Oh, my God. Jeremiah Love beat Saquon Barkley by a step and a half. And Saquon Barkley is a terror in the National Football League. He's a terror. Jeremiah Love is a problem. I just seen him out there on the bags and on the field drill. Man, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Listen, y'all. There is some combine freaks in this thing, man. Some combine freaks. Oh, I promised y'all I was going to talk about the Oregon safety. We got to get him. By any means necessary. See, I was mad as hell last year when we passed on South Carolina safety. I told everybody and their mama, I was pounding on the table. Nicky Umanura, get him. I was pounding the table. Nicky Umanura, get him. We passed on him. Look what Nicky Umanura just did for the Seattle Seahawks. They just won the freaking chip. And he was out there killing them. Killing them. What Ma say? Big G. Oh, wait a minute. Hold it right here. Ma said, Love looks good. And so did Katron Allen. Yeah, we know. Singleton will go look good too. Right? Big G. Collinsworth sucks. They need to get him off NBC, man. But he runs PFF, man. See how it's all connected? Right? White boy Cole. Yeah, hey, listen. The safety from Oregon is, oh, my God, he's a killer. As Dresden said, dude, Mel Kiper said Sanders was elite. I will never listen to another word that guy says. Facts, as Dresden. Facts. Right? Big G's, what's it say? Big G, Steelers met with safety Dylan Thielen at the combine. Real buzz there. Fit for the secondary. I'm 150% in. And Mod is verifying it. I was pounding the table for Nicky Umanura. I was like, please get Nicky Umanura. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. And look what he did. So now I'm with Thielen, the safety from Oregon. We got to get him. He ran a 4.37. Go put the tape on. He's out there killing them. Rob Lightfoot said, G. Stradamus, how many Buckeyes are drafted in the first round? Where my G. Stradamus sign at? I'm telling you right now, 5. 5. And you might mess around and get 6. 5. 4 going to the top 10. Rob Lightfoot. 4 going to the top 10. Downs, Tate, Styles, Reese. McDonald going to the first round too. 5. And if somebody falls in love like Styles, because I seen Jerry Jones out there leaned all up when he ran a 4.27, and Jerry Jones said, oh my God, I like that over there. I like that. So at 5, maybe 6. Yeah, I stood on Nick. Yeah, I stood on him. I stood on Nicky Umanura, and people was mad as you're okay. Because when you get a safety that can slide down in the box and play like a linebacker, that's a versatile piece. What in the hell do you think we just did with Jalen Ramsey? We was trying to make him play. He went from playing big nickel to safety to playing linebacker in some sets. What in the hell do you think we just did with Jalen Ramsey? Could you imagine flipping that out and getting Nicky Umanure? Come on, man. Come on, man. P. Wim said I was doing mock drafts before the combine and was selecting the Oregon safety in the second round. Hey, we got to get him. Me and Gene said PFF sucks. And Still Elite said, yes, facts. Mark Cunningham said, Big G, I remember you did advocate for Nicky Umanure. I was going off about him. So now I got another one. The Thielen, the safety from Oregon. I'm telling you, second round, we got to go get him. We need 3 wide receivers, a left guard, 2 DBs, a safety, a nose tackle, and a linebacker. Well, Tyrone Keaton, I think we trade for Brian Thomas Jr. There's one wide receiver. I think we're gonna sign a free agent wide receiver. My target is Romeo Doubs. So I think we trade for Brian Thomas Jr. We trade for Romeo Doubs. There's 3. You still got Skoranek and Romeo and Roman Wilson, and then you draft 1. There's 6 wide receivers. There's 6 wide receivers. We're good, right? And what else you said? We need a left guard. Vega, 21. Why are we even playing around with it? Vega. Use that first round pick on Vega. Then he said 2 DBs. Yeah, safeties. Safety. Second round, safety. Go get him. Oregon. Go get him. Right? Mark Cunningham said, what's up, Steelers Nation, man? Rob Lightfoot said, I love Arville Reese. Yeah. Hey, listen, we can't get him, though. We can't get him. Big G, he said, still wide 360 Nation said, Big G, I remember you pounding the table about Nicky Umanure. I just not want to see the Ravens get him. I was going off about Nicky Umanure. Going off about him. Well, I'm going to be going off about Thielen, the freaking safety from Oregon. Going off about him, right? B. Wayne, what he said? B. Wayne says, what Deion says he can run. Yeah, he can run. Nicky Umanure can run. The safety from Oregon can run. That boy run a 4.37 at about 220 pounds. About 6'3", 220 pounds, run a 4.37. And I dare you to go put the tape on. I dare you to go put the tape on with the Oregon safety. He's out there killing them. Absolutely destroying them. S. Dresden said, doesn't Dobbs wear the great Gonzo from the Flintstones helmet at wide receiver? Yeah, he does, but that's precautionary. That's precautionary. I understand it. But if we get Dobbs as a free agent, we trade for Thomas, we got DK, we got Roman Wilson, we got Ben Skoranek, and then we go draft a wide receiver. I'm not mad at Hurst out of Georgia State. I ain't mad at Cooper. I ain't mad at Zachariah Branch. I'm not mad at Bell from Louisville. Any of those dudes, I'm with it. And Vega with the first round pick. Yeah. And then in the second round, go get that safety from Oregon's. Go get him. Go get that safety from Oregon. BTJ, Beast. Yeah, facts. Facts. Ma said, I think if you trade with Jacksonville, I would still draft Boston or Tate. No, I'm not drafting. Look, I don't know. If we don't need Boston or Tate. Well, Tate ain't when you're diabolical. Wait a minute, I'm about to put your ass in the matrix. Tate ain't gonna be there at 21. What are you smoking? Tate ain't gonna be there. Tate going top 10. Top 10. Boston probably going top 15. Come on, man. Vega. Facts, I'll take any of them dudes, right? I like VJ Payne from K-State, late round. Yeah, we get him about the 5th. Yeah, you're facts. The safety from Missouri Pride is a speed demon. Hey, And what you call his son from Missouri is a dog too. Jeremiah Trotter's boy is a dog too. Jeremiah Trotter's son at middle linebacker is a dog, is a real dog. There's a lot of kids' sons in the draft. Russell Maryland's baby boy played tight end for SMU. He was killing yesterday in the damn combine. He going to be a big-time NFL tight end. Watch what I tell you. Watch. Right? Said, what am I giving up for BT? Who is BTJ? Clear that up for me, Tyrone Keaton. Clear it up for me. Tate top 6. Facts. Mod over there smoking ganja. We already know. We know. Man, what's up, Christine, girl? What's cracking? Good to see you, man, in the live chat, man. Right? Tate earned himself the Browns helmet. Yeah, number 6. Well, I mean, what are we talking about? Mark Cunningham, man. I saw Brian Thomas rooming. I hate when outlets put that out there, but I would love the acquisition. It ain't outlets, man, because the chat, listen, the smoke is coming from inside Steelers Nation. That's where the smoke is coming from. Claude, why do you constantly take Roman Wilson over Calvin Austin III? Because Roman Wilson is under contract for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Claude, and Calvin Austin III is not under contract. Calvin Austin III is an unrestricted free agent. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not paying for him. Roman Wilson will be in his 3rd season in the National Football League, which means he's still on his rookie contract. That's why. As of today, Calvin Austin III is not even a Steeler. He's an unrestricted free agent. Claude, you see, I thought I was going to have to just get through a day without sending you, Claude.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
But oh well, you got gold and you got gold.
Crazy, man. You right. I am crazy.
Every time, Claude, I got to go back through this diabolicalness with you. He's not even on the roster, Claude. He's not even on the roster. What are we talking about? Calvin Austin III is not even on the roster. He's an unrestricted free agent. Brian Thomas Jr., facts. 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 If we get Thomas, is that our first one? No, we're not. No, so let me be clear. Let me be clear. The rumors are for Thomas, either a 2nd and a 4th. And that 2nd could be this year's 2nd or next year's 2nd. A 3rd and a 4th. Or a 3rd and a future. That's the trade for Brian Thomas. The rumors that are out there, the smoke that's out there, is a 2nd and a 4th. It could be this year's 2nd or next year's 2nd. A 3rd or a 4th. Or a 3rd and a future. That's the trade for him. I'm doing it all day and night, twice on Sunday. All day and night and twice on Sunday. P. Wims, if they get Thomas, no, that's not true. Probably not. But if players move up, others are moving down. Understand, like you said, someone going to fall in love with somebody and waste a pick. That happens every year. S. Dresden said Thomas all day and night. Facts, right? What up, Claude? He said, Christine said, black to the matrix, you go, Claude. Back to you go. Wilson is out, along with Austin, in my opinion. We could definitely trade S. Dresden. We could trade Wilson. We're not going to cut him. Cheap labor. It's the National Football League. We're not going to cut him. No, we're not going to cut him. No, we could trade him, right? Tyrone says, I give up the 53rd and the 5th. I ain't mad. I'm not mad at that at all. Christine said, I'll do any of those. No way I'm doing the 1st, though. No, we don't have to give up the 1st to Christine. We ain't got to do it, right? P. Wim said, I mean, if we get Thomas, then we don't have to worry about a wide receiver in the 1st round and focus on Vega. We can focus on a wide receiver in the 3rd round. That is absolute facts. That is absolute facts. Absolute facts. S. Dresden. Perhaps Dago Chargers gives us a 3rd for Wilson. It could be because, the diabolical one, Harbaugh is over there. And, that's his boy. But they ain't going to give us no 3rd. But they might give us a 4th or a 5th. Hell, they might not even give us that. They'll give us something to get him. They'll give us something. But but no. I mean, he might be out. He might be out. But But Calvin Austin ain't on the roster. Me and Green said Claude is smoking that green stuff or something similar. I wasn't trying to send him today, Mean Green. I really wasn't trying to send him today. I wasn't. I had made peace with Claude. But, I mean, he's on me about what I'm saying, and I'm like, Calvin Austin III ain't even a Steeler. Where are we at? He's an unrestricted free agent. He can go anywhere in the hell he want to go. I mean, what are we talking about? Right? What Christine said, you think Cooper going to be there in the second G? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah. Wilson ain't no fifth. He ain't did nothing. But they might trade for him. I'm focusing on Vega. Listen, like I was pounding the table. I already done told you I'm pounding the table. I was pounding the table for Vega weeks ago. Go back and look at the KnoItAllz content I put out there when I was talking about all you Yenzies. We got to be cute, especially Kirby. We got to be cute. Got to be like the Cincinnati Bengals, get a wide receiver in the first round. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Go get Vega. What are we talking about? Ma said, no way you give up a first and a second at all. No, and we ain't got to. Now, Ma, we might have to give up a second. We might have to. Big G, if we trade up for BTJ, then I'm picking Vega, and then I'm trading him 35 for Cooper. I mean, we could, but I think we need all the draft capital, Tyrone Keaton, right? Run the damn card up for Vega with the quickness. I ain't mad at it. Tyree said, I done sold him on Vega. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Said, I don't care if there's a wide receiver there at all. I'm still looking at Vega or McDonald. Christine likes them thick. Christine likes them thick. Let's just say that. She likes the big ones. She likes them thick. So I feel you, Christine. I ain't mad at that. Right? Claude said, I've been pumping up Wilson since he's been drafted. Resign Calvin Austin III. Claude, there's no way in hell the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to re-sign Calvin Austin III. They're not going to do it. They're not. He's out of here. And you don't get rid of cheap labor, especially when he's your fifth or sixth wide receiver after we redo this wide receiver room. You got DK. You're going to get Thomas. You get another free agent. You draft one, and then you got Skoranek and Wilson. There's six. We're good. We're good. And Claude, you one of them diabolicals. A.T. Perry, too. You've been talking about him, too, Claude. So I'm not pumping up Wilson. I'm just saying he's serviceable to be on the roster for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And like I've been saying forever, a lot of that had him being in the doghouse with Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers. A lot of that had him being in a doghouse. So Mike Tomlin ain't there no more. So we going to see. This draft is choked to the gills with wide receiver talent. Yeah, the Steelers don't have to be, they ain't got to rush nothing. Yeah. She getting it. If they draft McDonald, Christine getting a jersey right off the freaking back. Right? CA3 does not fit the offense. Yeah, he doesn't. And he can't block. I'm Pete Williams, I get that. But he's on the roster, and he's going to take a roster spot because it's cheap labor. Right? Ohio State is 4-4. Y'all boys are fast and big. Are you talking about the wide receiver or the running back? So who you talking about? Ran a fofo. Ohio. Or are you talking about Rob Lightfoot, the two Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles and Lorenzo Styles and David Espinosa. All them boys all ran fofo and down. All of them. David Espinosa, fofo something. Lorenzo Styles, 4.27. Sonny Styles, 4.46. Arvell Reese, 4.46. I mean, come on, dog. What are we talking about here? S. Dresden. They have 5 picks, flex picks. Trade up in the first, land an extra second round pick. You could. What Victoria say? No more little fellas. Little fellas are gadget guys only. That's facts. I'm not mad at that. Mod, I'm not mad at that. We need a big X and a big Y. Facts. Claude, you adopt CA3 and we can have visitation because he's such a sweet boy. Yeah, Claude, Christine wants you to adopt Calvin Austin III, Claude. Claude said, what did Claude say? Claude said Wilson stinks. Yeah, he does. He does, but he's cheap labor. He's cheap labor. Christine, you got to be actual. Yeah, facts. Right? I'm watching the combine now. Want to see the quarterbacks and the wide receivers. It ain't time yet. That ain't time yet. I think that's when I'm going to stop. When the wide receivers and the quarterbacks go up, that's when I'm going to stop because I got to lock in. Got to lock in. They got the diabolical San Diego Chargers general manager up there on the screen right now. 5 picks in the first 100. That's facts, right? Still 360 says Vega might get pushed down in the first. If there's a run with wide receivers or DBs, the Steelers need to fix their offensive line. I've already said it, bro. There's going to be a run at either defensive edges or wide receivers, and possibly middle linebacker. I wouldn't be shocked if Styles and Allen and Hill all go off the board at the first round. Let me be clear again. Styles, Hill, and Allen. Allen, for you guys that don't know, is the linebacker from Georgia. I wouldn't be shocked if all 3 of them go off the board in the first round. I wouldn't be shocked at all. They're killers. They're killers. And Rodriguez going early second. Early second. As Dresden said, for the people that speak on depth of specific positions, my reply is, it's not about the number of boots, but the correct boots. I ain't mad at that. Vic says he believes all 3 of them little linebackers could be gone. I'm telling you. All 3 of the linebackers gone, about 5 edges gone, about 4 or 5 wide receivers gone. Because you only got one quarterback. Christine says, I will say this about Calvin. I was at the Cincy game in the front row when Calvin took that hit. I thought he was dead. Tough little SOB that he could take a hit. The whole crowd gasped, and that echoed. Yeah. But he ain't coming back to Pittsburgh. He ain't coming. He's gone. He gonna end up with somebody like the Carolina Panthers, the Tennessee Titans, the Houston Texans, maybe Raiders. That's where he's going to end up playing at this next year. They're going to give him on the open market about a 3-year deal worth about $20 million. They're going to give him a 3-year deal for about $20 million. Tyrone Keaton says, so what, Big G, what DBs you like? LSU, corners. LSU, love him. I don't like the Tennessee corner. I don't like him. University of Toledo safety, Oregon safety, but my sneaky. And see, I hate giving y'all my sneakies because when I put it out there in the atmosphere, I know people be like watching me and then they go back and tell what I'm about to tell. I got our sneaky 3rd round pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers at corner. And y'all, if we get him, I'm going to go to hell off. Give me Tacario Davis, cornerback, the University of Washington. He ran a damn 4.4 something yesterday at 6'4", 210 pounds. And go put it on the tape at the University of Washington and him playing cornerback. Give me Tacario Davis. Go get him. You put him opposite of JPJ, we cooking with gas. He's a man press corner all day and night. You put him opposite of JPJ, Tacario Davis out of Washington, 6'4", 205, 210 pounds. I hate putting my sneakies out there because they be listening. I know it. I know them diabolical ops be out here listening to G. Talking about sneakies. Leave my draft room alone. I will never on air ever show my draft board Because if I do, somebody, probably the Ratbird's going to take my whole damn board. Yeah, get out of here trying to steal my players, right? You know who else, G? Herbig. No. Herbig ain't going. Christine, he ain't going. They're going to pay Herbig. Who's going is Alex Highsmith. Who's going is Alex. We're going to get a second and a fourth for Alex Highsmith. Book it, G. Stradamus. I'm not going to say it 100%. I'm going to say at least 60%. G. Stradamus. Alex Highsmith to the Carolina Panthers for a second and a fourth. Now we got 2 second rounds. Alex Highsmith to the Carolina Panthers for a second and fourth, and they're going to pay Herbig. They're going to pay him. They're going to pay him. Yeah, that would be a crazy duo, but they be listening to my sneakies, man. They be out there stealing my players, bro. I know who it is, right? I like Takero. Yeah, but I like Damani. I like Damani too, but Tarkeo and JPJ is something different. But CJ Donaldson's out there looking good just now. I seen him. Let's go Bucks, right? Highsmith got more value. That's right. Christine, no, we're not going to get A.J. Brown for Nick Herbig. That's not going to happen, Christine. That's not happening. We're not putting 2 crash outs in the same room. And we're not putting $70 million in our wide receiver room. We're not the Cincinnati Bengals. We're not putting $70 million in our wide receiver room. Hell to the no, right? Big G, I've been saying that. Yeah, they're going to get it for a second and a fourth. That's what they're going to get for Highsmith, and he going to Carolina. I'm telling y'all what's going to happen. He going to Carolina. Yep, and you got 2 second-round picks. That's facts. Austin took that big hit over the middle in Baltimore 2 years ago, too. Yeah, he's not. Austin ain't coming back. Look at Jam Miller out there. He can't stay healthy. He know his behind can't stay healthy, right? Now, I like this Jaden Price kid. The other running backs from Notre Dame, I like him too now. But he going to be gone in a second. He going to be gone. But I like him, man. I like him. JBJ, my favorite player. He can't break the bank. He ain't going to break the bank, but they're going to pay him. They're going to play him as a number 1 corner because he is one. He is a number 1 corner. Yeah, Kenneth Miller, we're going to keep her bigs. Yeah. What he said? Highsmith from Wilmington, North Carolina. So he wouldn't mind going home to play for the Carolina Panthers. I done already told you. That's why I told y'all he going home. Right? Yeah, Price ran a 4.4. Yeah, the running back, the other running back from the Notre Dame running backs, love going top 10. Price going to be right there at the top of the second. Somebody going to hit a lick. Yeah, B-Dot, went to Charlotte. That's why he's going to the Carolina Panthers. I keep telling y'all, Alex Highsmith is going to Carolina for a second and a fourth. They're going to pay Herbig. They're going to shoot Highsmith out of here. You're going to run Watt, Herbig, Sawyer, and you're going to draft an edge with that extra 4th-round pick. How much more does G got to school you to the game? Right? How much more do I got to school you? Right? Yeah, he gets 28, 32. Right? JPJ gets some bread. Notre Dame running backs equivalent to Ohio State linebackers. That's facts. Notre Dame got 2 hitters out there. But Ohio State linebackers with Styles and Reese, that's 2 top 5. Love and Price is 2 top 25, top 30. But both dogs. I mean, you can't lose. Malachi isn't a tripping bet hit. He is on my Mr. Brown strength program. If you know, you know. Yeah, he's a little bitty fella. I want to see what he measured. It ain't came out yet, what he measured. I'm about to check it to see. It might have come out. Yeah, let me see. No, let me see what he measured. Lemons, official, combine height and weight. All right. I think he went under 5'10". Let me see. USC wide receiver. Oh, he measured 5'11". Matter of fact, he measured 5'11 and 1/8. And he weighed 194 pounds. Oh, Lemon just made some money, y'all. Lemon just made some money. 30 and a half inch reach. Almost 9 hands. Yeah, he just made some money. Lemon just made some money. 5'11 and 1/8. 194 pounds. Almost 9 hands. Yeah. And a 31 inch reach. Yeah, he just made some money. Lemon just jumped in the top 15. His comp is Amar St. Brown. Yeah, he's facts. Big G, would you? Hell no, I'm not taking Casey Concepcion in the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. Hell no, I'm not. He's a partier. He checks out. He quits on his team. There's a reason why he transferred from NC State to Texas A&M. Yeah, the running backs is all finishing up. Yeah, that's putting me about the 2-minute mark. All right, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me. Listen, I did a marathon out here. I might even come back. Who knows? I might come back after the quarterbacks and the wide receivers go. I might get my boy Mod and maybe take Boy Fresh and one of the fellas over here at the KnoItAllz podcast channel over here, man. If you guys have not liked and subscribed and share the KnoItAllz podcast channel, make sure you have. I appreciate all you guys rocking with us. If I come back later on this afternoon, I'm still going to be talking over and over again about NFL draft. We thank all you guys for rocking with me, man, for a special edition on a 2-hour rant on keeping it at 100. Have a great and wonderful afternoon. Might see y'all tonight. Have a good one. Peace.
Yeah. And then keep it real when I walk, keep it real when I talk. I'ma keep it real, give you something you can feel.